Hello, hello, my beautiful Capricorns. This is your general tarot and oracle card forecast for the week of June the 8th to the 14th. Let's see what we have here coming in for your reading. What do you need to see, know, and expect with your theme and your download message? Take back your power. Okay. Tarot messages, spirit and guides. What do you need to see, know, and expect as you navigate through June 18th to the 14th, going into the middle of the month of June. Ooh, this fire horse is charging through every month so quickly. Let's see what we have here for your cards. Okay, your first row you have a beautiful card, Six of Wands, the Moon, Nine of Wands, Six of Swords, Page of Swords, Two of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, the Death card, and the Queen of Wands, Ace of Swords, Eight of Cups, Seven of Swords, beautiful way to end the week, 10 and 9 of Pentacles, and you've got the Three of Wands. Wow, beautiful way to end the week. So, coming in with your theme and your download message, you've got take back your power. So you might have been kind of stepping back in the shadows, letting somebody else take the lead or call all the shots, but I think you're going to be taking back your own personal power. Think of yourself as the emperor sitting there in your seat of power. This is your time to walk in your own spotlight. This is your time to be in control of your own choices, decisions, and the direction that you're wanting to go. Don't let anybody overshadow you this week. This is the time for you to do what you want to do and set your boundaries in order to do it. Coming in the very beginning, your life and career card, you've been given renewal. And it says you need to take time to recharge your energy to get back on track. Challenges ahead require you to have faith and a breakthrough coming in. So something's going to happen. You're going through transformation. There's going to be change. And you're going to need to be running on all your battery levels. Okay, so don't forget, don't hesitate to take some time to recharge and energize yourself to get back on track. You may have stepped back for a while and let your power go, but you're up now on your feet, ready to hit the ground running. Have faith that things are going to work out for you. Okay, coming in with your tarot messages, you've got the Nine of Wands, you've got the Moon, and you've got the Six of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is standing in your corner, defending it. You've created something beautiful here, and you don't need to roll over and give up. There's times when things get a little bit tough. We all think of those thoughts, but you can't. This is a card that says you're standing strong, you're defending what you've created, and you're moving forward. Okay, one foot in front of the other, you're still moving forward. The Moon says trust your instincts and your gut feeling on anything. If it doesn't seem right, then you're going to do the research here, because in your database you may need more information. So you may feel as though you need to surface and get a breath of fresh air. Remember, it's always darkest before the dawn, but when that moon comes out, it illuminates everything. You will see the light at the end of the tunnel. Don't be afraid to go into the background. Don't disillusion yourself. Find out the information and the accurate information that you need, and then you'll be able to move forward. The Six of Wands says it's going to happen. This is a card of victory after hard work and struggle. Take a bow. Yeah, take all the accolades and the pat on the backs you can get. You may have pulled something off, like maybe you've got a degree, you're going to get a diploma. Maybe you've graduated from something. Maybe you've heard good news. But regardless of that, it's time to take a bow and celebrate. Some of you could be getting public recognition. It could be in writing, in the media, anything like that. Take a bow. You deserve it. Coming in with your focus part of the reading, which is your career and money card, you've been given the Skull. And it says rough patch, borrowing money, low on cash. Your career could involve hospice work. You could be in the industry of being a healer. There might not be any work, and you might be reinventing yourself right now. So some of you could be experiencing a little bit of lack of finances right now, and you may have to go and borrow something temporarily. You may be low on cash at this time. Your job could involve helping other people, being of service, working for a hospice, being a healer of some sort. There could be a lack of work right now, which means it gives you time to reinvent yourself. Step out of your box and think about the gifts that you've got. What could you apply that to with a new job, or even making a website to to have a job on the side, a career of some sort, a new one for you. The Two of Cups comes in, the Page of Swords comes in, and the Six of Swords comes in. The Two of Cups is about partnership, love, or in business. But there could be differences, and communication is very important. We can lock horns at times with our beloved and with our partners in business or in love, and we need to communicate well. We have to be creative, articulate, and accurate when we do. Being able to convey information to each other so there's no misunderstanding or anything taken out of context. This is a card of love. It could be new love or the rekindling of a relationship you're in. The Page of Swords comes in, and this is information because pages bring us that. They are little messengers. This particular one comes in with a message that you need to hear. However, they're very tactless or immature. It kind of is related to you in a sort of unorthodox way, and you're not too happy about it. But I always say, don't attack the messenger, just take the message. It'll give you more clarity. However, it does stop you in your tracks and make you have to pause and think to process this and put a halt onto your movement forward at this time. The Six of Swords comes in and says you're moving on, leaving troubled waters and going to calmer shores. We talked about, standing up for yourself and moving forward, taking your power back. You've come to a conclusion that it's time for you to move on from a situation that you're involved in, whether it's a situation, job, career, relationship, whatever it is. You feel this draw, this pull, this guide to move on in a new direction. You're not sure, what the shoreline looks like, but it's a better direction for you to go than what you're leaving behind. Coming in with your help, hurdle, or your challenge, you've been given the card of the dog. And we all know that the dog represents loyalty, faithfulness, friendship. And that's what this card stands for. This is a card that says someone has your back, okay? Someone's there in your end of the ring. Someone's there to support you and guide you and be there by your side through any of these situations that you're going through this week. The Queen of Wands comes in. The Death card comes in, and the Ace of Pentacles. So we have a beautiful ace, a new beginning. And I like this ace because it often has to do with jobs, career, changing your career, opening a business, all of those things, receiving something in the form of abundance. It could be a bonus, a windfall, a remittance, a refund. It could be a raise, anything like that. But it's always a beautiful card of the beginning of seeing financial abundance coming into you. The Queen of Wands shows up. Yeah, stand your ground. You are here doing that, hear that in the beginning of the reading and taking your power back. She is the most confident queen in the deck because she fought tooth and nail, clawed her way to get through the fire and came out the other side. Nothing's going to stop her now. She's got her mind made up to go in a new direction, create a new event. Whatever she's involved in, she's fearless. This is the energy that the universe is saying you need to take on. Don't allow others to step in and voice their opinions and try to deter or to distract you to stop doing this thing that you want to do. This is your life, your personal journey. Basically, you hear me say this all the time. She is the queen that flips the bird at all those doubters and says, you know what, guys, watch me. The Death card comes in. Yes, clear and concise renewal, rebirth, and transformation. A new beginning. And I never look at the Death card as a bad card. I look at it as a time in our lives that we need to move on in a new direction. And this is clear and concise for some of you. That's what you're doing here. And I think that you've come to the conclusion that you're going to reinvent yourself. You're going to try something new. You're going to have a vision of a new beginning, and all of that enthusiasm and inspiration gets you motivated to do it. Rebirth, transformation, changing things around you, closing the door from the past because you are moving on, but it's a better move for you. Beautiful. And you're going to have support through this. Now, coming in with message from Spirit and your guides, you've got a big fat yes. And it's going to be now. You're going to hear this yes coming in. It's a positive card of getting that answer that you needed to hear. A yes for your question. So, the answer is yes. Be positive, and the timing is now. Okay? Anytime soon, ASAP, you're going to get that yes to your answer, to your question, rather. Coming in with that, you have the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. You had the Ace of Pentacles. Now you've got the Seven of Swords. And we know the Seven of Swords is the liar, the cheater, the thief, the card of deception. Somebody around you is the wolf in sheep's clothing. They could be trying to coerce or charm you into something. Don't buy it for a minute, because you're going to hear about this. You're going to clue in quick, or somebody's going to tell you this person's only out for their own agenda and their own selfish needs. Moving on from that episode, you're going to leave and walk away from this situation. 8 of Cups is here. You had the 7. The 8 is the next card in the deck, and you are walking away. You're not going back there again. You've learned from that situation, and you're not going to allow that energy into your circle anymore. You've been through the gambit, walked through the fire, come out the other side with this situation or this relationship. And now you're heading in a new direction, which is much brighter. And in your mind's eye, you know it's taking you time. It's taking a long time for you maybe to make this command decision. But one foot in front of the other, heading in the right direction, is going to work out in your favor. Remember, card of balance and taking yourself to center. The Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is the beginning again. Aces are the beginnings of all things in all suits. This one says, guess what? You finally see the truth. Here we go. You finally see the truth in this situation, and it's allowed you to move on in a more creative, more a happier direction. It's that aha moment, that epiphany moment, the light bulb goes off, and now you see a clear sight line. You see the truth. What had been hidden from you, or you hadn't seen or allowed yourself to see, is now clear and concise. Now, coming in at the end of the week, which is future energy and your angel card number, you've got 0220, works out to a single digit 4. It's a card of pleasure. Leisure, rest, holiday, love, affection, kindness, and happiness. You are worthy of affection, leisure, and pleasure. If you tell your family and friends how you feel, you'll find that all are on the same page and can work together effectively. Many people are rooting for you. If you spread love, you will find its way back to you multiplied. I told you, you have someone here. You have those in your corner here supporting and loving you. Beautiful card. Enjoy it. You've got the 3 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Cups. Yes. So the 3 of Wands is that card of coming into your own, seeing some success, increments of success coming in. Some of you may have seen something big come in. Your ship might have come in, and you're waiting on the shoreline for the next one to show up. But the only way it's going to is if you put one foot in front of the other and you start moving in a direction towards your next goal. This card says don't linger too long. This is the card that says you have to get going to keep going. The 9 of Pentacles comes in and says if you continue to do that, you will see happiness. You will be able to walk in your garden of abundance. But this card comes with a caution. It says make sure you keep your eyes open to look at all possibilities, all differences, all options and offers coming ahead of you. Try them. Don't just pick from one tree or put your eggs in one basket. This is about testing the waters and trying out new things. Don't be afraid to go out and spend a little bit on yourself. Enjoy some of the luxuries you're seeing coming in. The 10 of Cups is happy ever after. Happiness and relationships, family circle, friendship circle, getting along, making amends. It's a beautiful card, but it's also the card of knowing that you have that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. This card says that you are in a really good place right now, and that pot of gold could be in the form of time, effort, support, love, good health, and money. Well, my beautiful, beautiful Capricorns, this is your general reading for this week, and I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic, healthy, happy, prosperous, and successful week. Always know I stand in this circle of love and light for you, and I'll see you soon, my beautiful, beautiful Capricorns.